You're right.
She then hurled right towards the left paddle, farting right on him as he then exploded. The pong ball sighed as she was all alone.
Well, at least these 2 jerky paddles are gone.
She looked around, moving up and down slowly as a means of shrugging.
Well, at least I can awkwardly fart to my heart's content.
And so she did. Always violently shaking as she farted loudly, her flatulence being the only sound in the deep, dark abyss of nothing. Let this be a lesson to everyone. The end.
That may be my favorite so far.
Well, it wasn't as long as Garfield.
Did it speak to you? Coincidence?
It did.
I think not.
I think not.
This next one's called I Hate Snuggie, and it's a commercial by we don't know who wrote this.
Why is it so hard for me to pull on a stupid blanket?
Because it doesn't have sleeves.
What does that have to do with it? And why is everything gray?
Be quiet. We're filming.
Hurrah! I got the blanket on! Ugh!
A Snuggie magically appears.
OMG! I can use my hands! And the world has color again!
The woman walks across the floor to pour coffee, and her Snuggie makes her trip.
Curse you, Snuggie!
No, the viewers have to believe that the Snuggie is good.
But we'll get sued.
Moving on.
Hey, how do we get to this football game?
Through the wave!
I wore a blanket to a football game, and they're filming this. How much are you paying me?
A lifetime supply of Snuggies.
Oh!
We transports to a campfire.
I'm still warm. Wait, I'm really warm. Uh-oh, this giant sleeve picked up the fire.
The woman runs away screaming.
This is a disaster. Wait, I've got an idea. I'll include a free book light.
I is eating popcorn in a blanket. Woo! Similar products sell for huge prices.
There are similar products?
Now you can get the Snuggie for just $19.95.
I'm getting out of here.
The woman pulls off flaming Snuggie. World becomes black and white again.
I'll take it.
The end.
That could be our best one.
Not gonna lie, I was happy with it.
You're okay with that one?
I'm okay with that one.
This next one's called Naked Robber, and it's a Clerks fan fiction by Spam Anderson.
Steve Dave stretched with a little noise as the morning sunlight shone, gliding gently over the soft, pale curves of Walt's ass.
Walt, get your pants back on.
What?
Walt, my mom is going to have a cow. She sees you in here. Dude!
Steve Dave shuddered slightly at the thoughts of the previous night.
That's the last time I chugged 37 cans of Mountain Dew in one night during a Twilight Zone marathon.
Steve Dave, what are you talking about? What's wrong with 2 men in their mid-20s sleeping naked with each other?
Walt tilted his head a bit as he scratched his ass. The sunlight shone nearly through the lightly matted hairs on his bare legs, giving a golden brown glow to each strand. Steve Dave was silent in thought and confusion for a while. Then he opened his mouth. Was said nothing for a few minutes.
Walt, I guess there's nothing wrong with that. But mothers don't like to see naked men in each other's rooms.
Okay, Steve Dave. You're so smart. You're a genius.
Damn right, Walt, my man.
Are you Shaggy?
Yes!
And I know why. Steve Dave took his proud of himself stance and patted Walt on the back lightly.
Now put on some clothes.
But why?
Put on some clothes.
I don't want to.
Put on clothes.
But it's too hot in your room.
Get clothes on your body.
But,
clothes. Cover yours. Get dressed, damn it.
Why?
Steve Dave sighed and rolled his eyes. Then a brilliant idea struck him.
Oh, Walt, I'm going to go to Dave's Comics. As soon as you put on clothes, you can come with me.
Before he finished what he was saying, Walt was standing right next to him with a robe flung loosely around his body.
A robe is clothing, right?
Not really.
They both stood there for a moment.
So, I guess you don't want to come with me, do you, Walt?
No, I wanna.
He pouted and bounced up and down like a child. The robe fell down and he continued to bounce. In all sense of the word. Steve Dave's eyes followed the bouncing movement of Walt's anatomy.
Stop it, Walt!
Walt stopped suddenly, now on his knees, looking up at Steve Dave with tiny, puppy dog eyes. He batted his eyelashes childishly.
Please take me with you, Steve Dave.
Please put on clothes.
Okay, but I'm wearing my Spider-Man underoos on the outside.
Okay.
So after a long fight, Spidey was again on top of Walt's pants. The end.
I did not see that twist coming. All right. Moving on.
Oh, my goodness.
This next one is called Thors God Rambo by Bazooka Goblin.
That's what I'm naming my next kid.
Sometimes you get the boots out there, doors out there, and swiping, no swiping,
Oh, I said, give me the backpack, Boots.
I don't have it. It was a simple bet.
A simple bet? I want that backpack.
Oh, okay, here.
Backpack, load it up to...
Shut up! Give me the Magnum!
Okay, geez, Dora.
Here is the gun. Now, to finish this.
1 week later.
Oh, shit.
I wasn't drinking anything.
You don't like my troll?
Oh, no. I love it. I get not having the script beforehand.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I didn't realize it came up that fast. Oh, shit. Dora's gone mad.
The grumpy old troll was napping under the bridge when he got the newspaper.
She killed Boots.
Hey, anybody home?
I'm the grumpy old troll. Who lives? Oh, shoot.
There she was, Dora. She was wearing an army jacket fit with 10 grenades, a magnum, and a sniper rifle strapped to her back. She had a red bandana on her head, and she holding an AK-47.
This is for stopping me on my little adventures.
The next day at the Big Red Hen's house... The next day at the Big Red Hen's clubhouse... Hey, everybody, it's party time. Clock, clock! Him, Chico, Issa, and Betty were partying in the clubhouse. Oh, yeah! Woohoo! Where's pizza? Dora was outside just to a grenade when... Hello?
Pizza!
Aw! Bodies went everywhere. Then, thud. The Big Red Hen's dead body slammed into Dora, killing her instantly. The end.
Oh my God.
Clock, clock!
Oh my God.
That's my new ringtone.
Cluck, cluck!
JL saying cluck, cluck.
Oh my god.
All right, Sabrina, what's this next one?
Oh my god, seriously.
The next one is, what if Frosty the Snowman joined the NASCAR circuit teamed with Dale Earnhardt Jr. by Bill Burr 44?
A returning Dale, Jarrett, Boba Fett, and a Raggedy Ann doll to take down the evil triumvirate of Tony Stewart, the stick figure from the bathroom signs, and the bird from the Cocoa Puffs box. A flashback to the Homestead Miami Speedway race, the last race of the last year, where we hear Daryl Waltrip say,
Fire! Fire! On the track, Boba Fett flipped. His car's on fire. Get him out of there. Raggedy Ann had already been knocked out of the race after the Cocoa Puff bird knocked her into the divider by pit row. Dale Jarrett had fallen asleep at the wheel, did not start the race, and promptly got rear-ended. Dale Earnhardt Jr. was right in front, providing draft for Frosty the Snowman. The stick figure guy from the bathroom signs was doing the same for Tony Stewart. They came around the last corner head-to-head. Tony Stewart broke first. He shot right around the stick figure from the bathroom sign. Frosty followed suit and shot left after Dale Earnhardt Jr. It all led to this. It's down to the end, neck and neck. The finish line was 100 yards away. Tony Stewart veered left into Frosty the Snowman, and that was it. Tony Stewart has won again. His team joined him on the podium. He, the stick figure from the bathroom signs, and the bird from Cocoa Puffs box shot champagne into the crowd. One of the corks hit a fan in the audience. It was a dark day for racing.
And it won't happen again, or my name isn't Frosty.
something on your mind?
Boba Fett, I still can't get that race out of my mind, man.
I'm out of redneck voices. Of course not. The season just ended 2 months ago because the NASCAR lasts longer than most major wars now. Well, my name isn't Dale Earnhardt Jr.
I never told you guys this, but that girl that hit with the cork was my mom. She was a severe eye contusion. We aren't sure if she'll ever see again.
You can't read it.
Oh my god. Couldn't you just find a new piece of coal? And couldn't you find another Raggedy Andy? Raggedy Annie? Oh wait, you can't. I didn't mean that. I'm sorry. I'm just on edge because the Daytona race is coming up. I know. I've got this, Dale Jarrett. Thanks for your input.
We'll have like 20 minutes before the race starts. Hands in, everybody. On 3. Protagonists.
1, 2, 3.
Protagonists! The end.
Yeah, I saw that. I think that's what that was supposed to be.
What?
You put JL as JL instead of Dale Jarrett.
Oh, no, you're Dale Jarrett.
The more you know.
Oh boy.
Alright, this next one is based on the Half-Life video game.
Never played it.
I don't know.
That's a great game. Part 3 should be coming out any day now. It's only been 25 years.
Oh, so it's like Duke Nukem, waiting forever
Oh
for
my
a new
God.
game.
This one's called Half-Life. Full Life Consequences by Squirrel King.
John Freeman, who was Gordon Freeman's brother, was one day in an office typing on a computer. He got an email from his brother that said that aliens and monsters were attacking his place and asked him for help, so he went. John Freeman got his computer shut down and went on the platform to go up to the roof of the building, where he left his motorcycle and normal people close because he was in his office lab coat. John Freeman got on his motorcycle and said,
It's time for me to live up to my family name and face full-life consequences.
So he had to go. John Freeman ramped